Yeah, I'm getting ridiculed for this at my house. I've been having a hard day with the management. Um, they're treating me like I'm an Illuminati and I'm crazy because of my gestures. Um, More often than not, you might see me do this. I'm not even doing that. My mouth's not even moving in real life, but on camera it is. Um, take your snake, take a snake by the tail and twist it one way. Then take its head and twist it the other way, or start at its head. This will make your serpent fly backwards. When it's got a pivot here and here, it'll start to create an opening where you can put through and then go like this with it. If you can do that twice, different ways, you make something crazy happen to that little guy, or huge. So, tail one way, head another way, and when it meets in the middle, it'll create a vortex of the snake and it will fly backwards without losing its shit. And they just run right back. And they knock all of them. Then they'll come and they're pre-coiled, coming to me, wanting me to try to uncoil them. And they're biting my clothes. Um, and then when I have them ready, I say let go. And then they let go and then they just go fucking flying. This is a fucking game to them. But because when I'm doing it and I have to watch the lines of their body, I have to act stupid with my head and face. And it draws too much attention. I got too much attention for singing today. If you've got the ability to hear frequency, most importantly, having a standby house phone on top for sorting. And if you can record your own music onto a device or so my friends that eat souls, they're very nighttime, when I offer them Pearl, they start pulling the souls and throwing them at me. Pearl is their obsidian. It's interesting. When you pre-record a lyric and you can stack it onto another lyric. I'm using Hey Lung right now, but now I'm also bringing out the fun is the next goal. So with We Are the World, I was rude to Justin Bieber today because I care about him and I know he can handle it. I was rude to Megan today. I know she can handle it. I'm rude to Charles all the time. If you're a royal, you have to be able to handle it in front of an audience. Period. That's why you're selected. Um, it's and I can also handle it. Make fun of me. I'm begging you. But when we are mashing voices, if it's a pre-puberty voice, it's going to be squeaky. It needs some grinding metal. If it's a black hole music, it needs some popping firewood. We need to find the gaps, and I'm going to use the word similize them. The emulator and the simulator together. Opposites and adjacents. The ungened or gened genred music. Every different time space has its own rhythm of force, and it's all they know. I don't want to keep insulting black hole music. So with Hey Lung, you'll see there's a Weird Al Yankovic song where he's like, ooh, ah, ah. The dinosaurs are biting him. and he is running and he's acting like an idiot. Hey Lung is all about this screaming and coarse strap beating. So now I'm going to add a comical laugh into it. So people in the mosh pit aren't breaking each other's fucking necks. And by that meaning, I mean they're allowed to go on to stage, because in the formula that exists now, it's forbidden. And it's not a charity, and it's fucking crude in so many ways. For the cows, the ones with universal shields, I put Michael Jackson on one running one way in time, sideways, and then Snoopy running the same way but in a different spot on it. So he's just running in one spot acting like an idiot. In the middle, I put an elven female that can create rain. And I placed her on top of the Japanese suicide mountain, the tallest mountain in the world. And I've kindly strapped Putin to flip Atlantis upside down using some Nile River water. And they're already all on it. It's a work in progress. From there, it's backstrapped to the volcano that pre-erupted, and a little bit of taunting from some cutie pie pew pew onto a black hole. So we're going to see what this does when intercourse happens between different frequencies. It should just be pleasuring in every way. So onwards and upwards. I'm a dick. Part of the survival was having to stand beside you and beat myself to submission out loud. Because what can you say to me when I can say worse things to myself? Not much. It's not going to really faze me. I know I'm a good person. That's all that really should matter. Have your pros outweighed your cons? I've been to the darkest land that there fucking is, and I lived in it. And I was told to run for the hills. The squirrels were going to kill me. And now I'm hearing songs about squirrels on the radio from cartoon characters now that were being chased by demons, now singing Rock 101 gear in their own determination of somebody else's intuition. Mine, because they're living inside of me. So, I know I'm okay. I'm not okay, though, until I know that everyone is okay. And that includes you. I'll know when you're okay when hair growth is from your big toe. It's tofu, more or less. Smell can change. I always call you mean names whenever you're around me. And until you're not adrenalining all the time, I'll know you're not okay. There's no reason for men to be bald or for us not all to smell like different kinds of flowers. Also, soap should be more lime or lye, unless rendered fat. But what do I know? Yeah. So again, I had an apology from buddy that got strapped today, where I know his son, and his son is a white squaw, but not connected to the squaws. And that's fucked. When we have a KKK Pope literally pulling Michael Jackson through me like puppets on a string. So, targeted aggression, any hate you have towards me, he just broke free from that Pope. And whenever you're thinking about fighting another spirit, if you manage to make every serpent popcorn, yours is bound to popcorn too, in a repercussion, because you're being watched as much as I'm being watched. So everybody should do it, and then everybody should get thrown up, because the dragon that was connected to MJ was super silly and happy, but I'm picked it as the extremely worst guy I've ever seen. A red pope. The one that wants abortion. So, there you have it. You've got a green one here too, so and a couple other colors. We just need to start throwing them up so they can grow flowers. Okay, bye.